Charlene Nichols. I'm the children's librarian from the Watts Library. Tiny bit of this book, so you can try checking out this book if you want. The video and watching it at home online. I'll show you 10 minutes of it. Little Claudette has to find her way as a little cloud. So beyond reading books, we also have, one of the reasons I'm doing this is because we have a great resource at the Los Angeles Public Library called Neighborhood Science. And if you go to LAPL.org and move to the kids and parents, you can get to STEAM. And if you check out STEAM, then you get all these fun STEAM resources. One of them is Neighborhood Science, and we at the Watts Library are a neighborhood science branch, so we have a lot of interesting and fun things for you to do as part of neighborhood science. And one of them is to do the Globe with NASA Clouds program. And this is what the Clouds program looks like, and it'll give you instructions on what to do, how to go to, you first just go to NASA SciStarter, and you end up downloading the Globe Observer app. So here's the Globe Observer app that I've downloaded to my phone, and I can go right into clouds and then kind of read a little bit about clouds and then go outside and start making cloud observations. So right now we're going to watch a little video on the Globe website that shows you why NASA scientists want us to be helping them look for clouds. So I'm going to show this to you real quick. Whoa, that went too fast. Nothing in little tech problem here. Hold on, let me try and get back up to it. Here, this was the easy way to get back up to it. Tells you a lot of stuff about it, but let's watch this video about why we want to do some cloud science. Hi, let me make sure this
Globe is a community of scientists, teachers, students, and citizens from more than 100 countries around the world. Their efforts in collecting information or data are helping us to better understand our environment. And now we need your help in collecting data so we can better understand the different types of clouds and the effects they have on Earth's climate. At any time, over 70% of the Earth is covered by clouds. And these clouds play a really important role in helping to control Earth's temperatures. For example, have you ever been outside on a hot and sunny day when a cloud rolls overhead and provides you with some much needed shade? Did you notice that the temperature suddenly felt cooler? That's because these clouds are blocking some of the sun's heat from reaching the Earth's surface by reflecting that heat back into space. Clouds like these that help to cool the Earth's temperature are lower to the ground and thicker, like big puffy cumulus clouds or the thick flat stratus clouds. On the other hand, there are clouds that actually help warm the Earth. These clouds are high in the atmosphere and made up of tiny ice crystals and are usually really thin. Cirrus clouds are a type of high cloud, and they let most of the sun's energy pass right through them, reaching the Earth's surface. These clouds also help to absorb some of the Earth's energy.
So there's more to this little video, but I'm going to stop here and show you, as she was just talking about cumulus, stratus, and cirrus clouds, I made a little craft with using tissue paper, or you can use You can use cotton balls if you want, but I usually use tissue papers, showing that the cumulus clouds are the big puffy ones. The stratus clouds are the long ones that are, but still a little bit thick. The cirrus clouds are high and very wispy looking. And this one is very wet and has a little bit of black ink on it because nimbus clouds are always raining. If a cloud is raining, then it's nimbus. But you can do this, and another thing you can do with your tissue paper and craft paper and some glue and scissors, a little craft, is to think about how much of percentage of the sky is covered by clouds. This is around 50%, this little tissue to this paper. So I'm going to cut up little pieces of it and put it all over and see what it looks like if 50% of your sky is with clouds, because of course clouds aren't one big block, so it's really hard to think about what percentage of the sky might be clouds. So if I put my little scraps here, then I can get somebody who doesn't know how much of this is 50%. And I'll say to them, how much of the sky do you think is covered with clouds? Does it look like half of the sky is covered with clouds, or more or less? So this is actually around half. And it gets you used to looking at. So if I took away some of it, now I'm probably at 30%, like only a third of the sky. But if I move these around, it gets you used to looking at a sky that's got clouds around it and thinking about what percentage or how much of the sky is covered by clouds. And one of the reasons you're going to need to know that is when you go outside, there's this Globe Observer. If you don't have the app, you can print out this page, if you can print this out, or you can just look at it. And it talks about the sky visibility, the cloud cover, how much of it, the opacity, meaning how clear it is, and the types of clouds that are in the sky. And so we're going to go outside right now really quick and go and look at some clouds and the Observer app and see how it's going to work. So let's try and go outside right now. Okay, this is my little wacky house and my funny yard. But it's a good idea to get outside every once in a while, not always be cooped up in the house. So I'm just going to go out here. There's actually a little elementary school over here. I'm going to go down to the yard, part of my yard. And I'm looking up at the cloud. And one of the things you can do without even worrying about using your app is if you put your hand up and look at the sky, you can hear our neighbor's dogs. Hi, doggies! They want to say hi and be part of my cloud video. If you put your hand up and look at the sky and you put your fist up, the fist-sized cloud is close to you. That's the closest one. The second closest one is a thumb-sized cloud. And the farthest away one is a pinky-sized cloud. So if it's pinky-sized, it's alto, meaning very, very high up. If it's fist-sized, then you know that it's pretty close to you. And then when it's gray on the bottom, it's more likely that it's going to be raining at some point. Sometimes you can even see the rain. The way you decide the percentage of the sky is you put your hands up like this, and you look this way, and look at the percentage this way, and of course if you have obstructions, like I have obstructions like my house, then you're not going to be able to see all of the parts of the sky. But instead of doing some of those quick observations I can do on my own, I can also say, oh, I'm doing a new Globe app observation. And it gives me where I am and the time, so I don't have to calculate any of that. And then I say, and it shows where I am, and then I say next, and then I say, yes, there are clouds. and it starts taking me through that sheet that I showed you. So this is where I'd say how much of the sky is by clouds. So I would say it's today I feel like it's broken, meaning most of the sky, but not all of the sky. And then next, and I can go right through this and go ahead and observe my sky, and at the end I send it to NASA, and the NASA scientists can use it. It helps them to make sure that their observations with their satellites are accurate. So go out, everybody, and use your phones and look at the sky, get a little bit of fresh air, and help NASA make the world a better place to live.